Okay, you guys, thank you so much for waiting. All right, I'm all organized. I'm gonna this first of all, this is gonna be recorded and it's gonna be located under the training replay section in the classroom section of this little group. So you guys can go back and watch it. I'm also gonna be putting a link to the doc. I'm going to have a Google Doc so that you guys can actually copy and paste if you want to some of my verbiage. But I'm also going to, so I'm going to be screen sharing with you my Beacons account, and we're going to go through the automation sequence and setup. And this is going to be for your freebie. And then we're also going to jump into ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you how I use ChatGPT to create the verbiage for each of the emails that I have. And I will put, that's the doc that I'm going to have down for you below. That's going to have the prompts for ChatGPT as well as some of the verbiage that I've come up with. So I want you, we're going to first, let me just cover real quick. Why do you need an email automation or a sequence? It's super, super important to have because your buyers are, they need more information. People are jumping into your free product because they're curious, and most of them will not buy. So just know that you're going to have people that jump in, grab your freebie, and never do anything with it. So that's fine. Your job is not to, not to convince them. They're going to convince themselves by going through your email sequence. So your email sequence needs to nurture them. It needs to be something where it's going to create more curiosity. They're going to want to know, or you're going to take them from, okay, this is my problem and here's the solution. And it doesn't matter what you're selling. It doesn't matter what you're selling. You could be selling any digital product, any course, any physical product. You need to take people through a sequence so that they can feel comfortable buying from you. And your email list is like this nice little warm, cozy place where they get to know you, they get to know your words, they get to know how you're going to help them. You want to help them see how your product is going to help them. So it's just a place to just nurture. I like to call it a nurture sequence. So you'll hear terms like, email automations, email funnel, drip funnel, nurture sequence, nurture automations, like all of these things, they all are the same thing, just worded differently. So okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. Oh, the other thing I want to mention too, it's super, super important, you guys, when you've got your email funnel all built out, you've got people jumping into your freebie and now you're dripping on them, okay? You want to get them into your email funnel because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to buy when I mean, more than that, most people are not, I don't know what the statistics are, but most people are not going to buy a high ticket course or high ticket item unless they feel comfortable with what it is. So the contents of your email, can be them getting to know you, them getting to know the product, you getting a sneak peek into that product. Okay. I'm not going to belabor that anymore, but the point is that, you don't own these platforms. Number one, the social media platforms, we've all, seen what has happened and can happen with TikTok. So you don't own the platform. I literally had my TikTok account of 22,000 followers just got taken down and banned, gone. All of my followers gone, literally like that. I can't get it back. So understand that if you're not meeting community guidelines, if you're talking too much about money, you're making income claims, anything like that that the platform doesn't like, they can shut you down. So you need to create your list because you own that list. Okay. Your list is yours. These people have, and I love the sequence because these people have raised their hand. These are people that have said, yes, I want more information. Yes, I'm curious. Yeah. So just understand the frame of mind of a potential buyer. Okay. So that's that. I am going to jump in, share my screen. And go through with you how I do this with beacons. Now, you may have a different platform, which is totally fine. I am going to walk you through the actual like the how-to on beacons. So this isn't going to necessarily apply to you if you use, say, StanStore or System.io or something like that. So this is going to be hands-on with beacons. So what you want to do is go to, first of all, can you guys really quick put in the chat for me if you guys can see my screen? I just want to make sure that I'm sharing the right screen and that you guys are following along and can see this. So somebody just real quick put in the chat, yes, if you can see it, if you can see my beacons screen. Okay, thank you, Deidre. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you're going to go over to the left hand and click on email automations. Okay. Now I'm jumping into this assuming that you already have your products loaded into your Beacons storefront. Okay, if you don't have a link created yet, if you have not uploaded your products, then you're going to want to do that first. This is after you have your product already in Beacons. Okay, so we're going to create the email funnel from there. Okay, so I have mine here. Is this a freebie sequence? I have 11 in my sequence, and the reason there's no reason for 11. It's just where I'm at right now. Sometimes when I send out an email broadcast, which is a different topic, a different video for a different day, but that is basically like a newsletter. You can see over here where it says email broadcast. That's where you can send out a newsletter to your email list. So when people jump in to grab your freebie, their email is going to be in your system. You can send out email broadcasts. So sometimes when a newsletter of mine, a broadcast does well on like the open rate, the click rate, I will put it in my sequence. I will like, oh, I'm going to add that to my sequence. So my sequence is kind of growing and growing and growing. It started off with like just 5 emails, and then now it's up to 11. So, and then let me show you really quick what you want. So here's my sequence right here, and I'm going to jump in and I'm going to show you my sequence. So just so you can see it real quick. And then we'll jump into the how-to. So my sequence right now is immediately, this is what they get. They get my free guide. I call mine the digital starter kit, and that is email number 1. And so don't pay attention to these because the titles of mine, because I'm disorganized, and those are not reflective of what they actually are. So they are in order though. But so what you want on your open rates, you want open rate, by the way, is like literally they opened up their email. It doesn't necessarily that they even clicked on your email. Open rate is just an indication that they're not ending up in spam. Okay, so it doesn't mean really anything, but other than the fact that they are it's chances are it's ending up in their inbox. So if you have, I have a really amazing open rate. I don't know why. So you want, if you have anything above 25% open rate, that's great. Okay. So you can see I've got 50% open rates up here, 75% on this one. 30, so these are doing really, really well. You can see right here, these 3 numbers, number 2, 3, and 4 in my sequence are newer. That's why there's only, they've only been delivered to those, to just a few people. So, and then your click rate means but click rate on number 2, 3, and 4 sucks. I have no click rate. So I'm going to have to revisit that. But your click rate is when someone clicks on a link in your email. Okay, they click on a link in your email and they, so if it's like, if you're selling Digital Wealth Academy or whatever it is you're selling, they click on that. That's a great, and anything that is a click rate above 5% is amazing. So I've got a really awesome click rate here too. So usually your first one, your first deliverable is going to have the highest click rate because they're getting it immediately, and then you'll notice it tapers down. This one used to be my email number 2. So usually you've got email number 1, 2, 3. Those are going to have higher click rates. So that's why that click rate is so high right there. But I still have really good click rates. So let me just show you my sequence. So what you want is when somebody grabs your freebie, you want it delivered immediately to their inbox. Okay. This is mine here. And then I have a link into my free community inside that email. And then I'm testing this out right now so that this email number 2 is delivered 6 hours later. I'm going to show you guys how to do all this. 6 hours later, and I have a video of me in there. So if somebody clicked on that, I would see the click, that somebody's clicking on that. Then 6 hours later, you can play around with the timing, but I would say like your second, maybe second and third, deliver those like 6 hours to 12 hours after, and then you'll want the rest of your emails delivered 24 hours after that. Okay. So I have an email talking about payment plans. Then I have emails like, are you ready to start living your dream life? Are you from burned out to breathing again? I'm trying to create the vision and picture for them. So the first few emails are more practical. Again, you guys, this to me is not like, I don't feel like this is an exact science. So I am always playing with it and tweaking it. So what your content, what you're putting in your emails, be looking at your data to see what are they opening, what are they clicking on, and then tweak those. You can take them out of your sequence. You can change the order of the sequence. So we're going to go to new automation up here. This is going to start your sequence, and you can go to the beacons templates if you want to and just check those out. I always just start from scratch. And then the condition of when you want to start that is when someone purchases a product. Okay. Or joins mailing list. I don't have that as a option for my people. Okay, so when someone purchases a product, and you already have your products in your store, so it's going to pull up your products. Okay, so let's just do. We're going to do the Rising with Reels because that is a newer product that I just put in. Oops. Okay. So Rising with Reels. So, and even if it's a freebie, so it doesn't, it says when they have purchased it, but when they've grabbed it. So, and you can also have an end condition. So you can remove someone from that automation. Like let's say, so my freebie automation is when someone purchases Digital Wealth Academy. When someone purchases that, then they are removed from my freebie automation. So you can have that, you can toggle that on, and then you could say when someone purchases Digital Wealth Academy, okay, or whatever that is. So we're not going to do that for this one. So we're going to save that. And then, okay, so we're going to have it delivered immediately. Now you can edit this. You will want to have your first, like I said, your freebie delivered immediately. So, so make sure that says 0 hours. You want your people to get that as soon as possible. So when you're here, you're going to edit the email. So it's already popped that up for you. You're going to do that. And then how Beacons has it set up is pretty cool because it's like you're just adding blocks to your email instead of it just being like, how when you send out a Gmail or Yahoo or whatever your email is, it's just like text and it's boring. Beacons allows you to customize it and make it, kind of cool and with graphics or with whatever. So I have all of mine start with a header. The header block is to me so they can get to know me and they're like, oh yeah, that's that chick again. And I have on the layout, mine look like that. So you can see header layout design. So on this one, I usually have, instead of Steph Coy, I usually change that header text to be like something with something about like the title, your free guide below or whatever. So that's how you do that. Okay. And then when you can link, Beacons allows you to link all your images, which is great because for some reason people like to click on images. So right now this image, this is linking to my store. I'm actually gonna link it to my my website. So my website is, well, you get the picture. You can link it to whatever. So you can link it to directly to your DWA product or whatever course you're trying to sell. Like if you're trying to get people to be clicking on that for more information, then that's where you would want to take them. Okay, so then right below here, there's a plus sign. So I'm going to add my text. This is going to be like the body of the email. And here's where we're going to go and use ChatGPT to help us out. So here is a prompt that I made for ChatGPT. I have a free product called the Digital Starter Kit. This digital product has a sneak peek into DWA, plus an overview of what digital marketing is all about. I need a welcome email that includes their free item and then a funnel that will eventually lead to them purchasing DWA. Can you give me 3 emails? So I'm going to give you this prompt. This is going to be down below the video. So you can copy and paste this into ChatGPT. So email 1 is, here's some ideas for your subject line. So let's just grab one of these. And I would say I wouldn't make your first email be super complicated and long. I would make it brief because they really just want the freebie. Okay. So I just copied that and oh, wait, we're going to actually, the subject line is in that when we hit the next button. So we'll come back to that. So we're going to copy and paste the body. So I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. Like your digital starter kit is ready for you inside. You'll get a clear sneak peek into Digital Wealth Academy and a quick overview of what digital marketing is all about. So you can see exactly how people are building income streams. Okay. So, and then you're going to link it here. Okay, this is fine. This is not too long of an email. I feel like it's brief enough. And you can ask ChatGPT to give you a shorter version if you want. So I'm literally highlighting and copying and pasting this into the body. Okay, so, and then you can customize this. So make sure you don't have first name in there. And then you can hit personalize right here. And you can put in their first name. So this will populate it to be their first name. Because when they signed up for it, they put in their first name and their email. So, and then you're going to link here. So download your digital starter kit. I did not grab the link for this to show you guys. I don't really want to go find it. It's in Canva. So you would want to link them directly to your freebie though. So, well, no, I'll just go ahead and do it. I'll just pop over to Canva really quick. So my digital, my digital starter kit, my freebie is in my beacons or it's in my Canva. So, digital starter kit is here. Actually, it's good that I'm showing you guys this because if you guys have a freebie that you have done, most of them are done inside of Canva. So when you go to, when you're here, you're going to go to share. and you want to make sure your access level is, and if you have a different type of freebie, like if you're linking it to, let's say, a YouTube video or whatever it is, you want to link it directly to that product. You want to be able to, when they click on that link, take them directly in. So it's not taking them to some other page. Like they want the information, they want to get it quick. So if it's on Canva, what you want is anyone with the link, you want to make sure that, because when it first is there, it'll say this, only you can access. So you make sure anyone with the link can edit. We don't want them to edit. We want them to view. And then you're going to go to your public view link. You want to make that live. Okay. There's a button there for you. And you're going to scroll down and you're going to copy that link. Okay, copied. And then after I copy it, I'm going to open up a new tab and just paste that in there and just make sure it's taking them to the right thing. I don't want them to take it to Canva. Okay, this is good. You want it to look like this. Okay, this is your public view link. Okay, that makes sense. So let me, I'm going to copy that. And then we're going to come back over here to beacons and we are going to highlight right here. And then we're going to see this little link button. We're going to link there. We're going to enter that. We're going to paste that URL and then confirm. Okay. So now they're grabbing it. They're going straight there. And I would not, I mean, you can put your course link or whatever it is that you're selling inside, but I don't like to do that on the first email. I want the first email to be just their deliverable. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is, I'm going to show you, let's see, I'm going to show you a couple other things that you can do with your emails. You're always going to want to click on that plus button to add more things, but you can add images, you can add buttons. So let's go ahead and just do the next email because this is going to be our basic welcome. Here's your free product. We're going to go to next. Then we're going to go back to ChatGPT and grab those subject lines. So this one, I like that. So we're just going to copy that. Back over here. And in beacons, it will, on your subject line, there are certain subject lines that will kind of flag as spam. And so beacons will tell you, there will be like if you put in the word free, it doesn't like that. Oh, it does like that. Huh. Okay, sometimes when I put in the word free, I will get like an error code, right? Like it'll say you can't deliver this like this. So sometimes I'll even go to ChatGPT and I'll say, hey, can you give me some non-spammy subject lines? Okay, you can do a preview line if you want. We're just going to keep it simple and we're going to save that. Okay, now your second email, we're going to add an email. Okay, oops. Hold on a second. Let's see. Go back here. Okay, go back here. Okay, we're going to deliver this. I mean, you can try 6 hours. Mine is 6, but I think 12 is also a good amount of time for email number 2. And so we're going to edit this email. And we are going to go back to ChatGPT. And we're going to see what email 2 came up with. Okay, so this is all about overcoming doubts. Will this work for me? So you want to kind of take people through their objections in your first few emails. So that's what you want to keep in mind. This is how you're going to help them see that they can do this. So we're going to, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to copy the first half of this, and then I'm going to show you how to add in like an image. Okay. Why is it starting with that? I don't want this block. So if you click on a block and you don't want it, just click on it and come back over here, hit the garbage can, trash can, and it will get rid of it. So what I want is I want my header. So again, this is like the same on all of mine. I wish it would save it, but it doesn't. Okay. And you're going to put in the subject line here. Let's say we want this one, the subject line is this, or you could do one of these subject lines that complements. Let's say we're going to take this subject line is going to be like the actual subject line that ends up in their inbox, what it actually takes to succeed online. And then maybe your title, the one that goes next to your header, could be this one. Is this right for you? And then we're going to add a text box, and we're going to come back here and copy the first part of this. And I'm going to show you how to add like an image, because sometimes it's cool to add images or videos. So, okay, again, make sure you guys don't have first name in there. Personalize it. And you don't have to do this. You don't have to say hi with first name. You could just go right into your email. And then we're going to add an image so they can kind of see, like they already have the digital start, they already have your freebie. So we're going to just kind of keep dripping on them with some images of your product. So when you add an image, let's add an image. You can upload from your computer. I have already files that are on here. So I'm going to just choose from one of those because once you upload it, it will be saved there. So let's just put in this Digital Wealth Academy image right here. It's giving me, for some reason, 2 images. We don't want 2 images. I'm going to get rid of that one. So right here, there's just one image in there. And then you're going to add your link. Okay. So I would link your course at this point. So mine is a website, but you would just go grab your link in your Beacon store to that product. Okay. So this is mine, and I'm going to link it here. Okay. So you see that? So now we can, when they click on this image, if they clicked on it, and you can put a title if you want to, then when they click on that image, it would be a clickable link. Okay. I don't know why it does this. It has like an image there. There's no other image because it's only giving us one image. You can also design the layout too. Like if you wanted 4 images, you could have it be like that. But we just want the large image. Okay. This block, I don't know what this block is. We're gonna get rid of this block. Okay, and then we're gonna add the rest of our text down below. So our Digital Wealth Academy image is right in the middle. And then go back to ChatGPT and do this. And if you want to tweak any of this verbiage, you know, when you ask ChatGPT to give you the verbiage and you don't like it, get with ChatGPT. Tell them who you are. Tell them what you want it to say. Okay. If you guys have never used ChatGPT, you train ChatGPT. You're training it to work for you. Okay. So this is email 2, and we're going to click next. And then we're going to go back here. We're going to grab a subject line that we like. We liked this number 2 one. We're going to put that in our subject line. And then you can also jump back over here and I asked ChatGPT, I said, I like the first 3 emails, but can you redo them with the angle of being burned out in debt and nothing left at the end of the month, paycheck to paycheck? So touch on those with empathy and compassion. So that is what I did next. So you can, include these in your funnel. Okay. You could do these instead of the ones that I'm suggesting. There is no right or wrong. People who have clicked on your link are going to be all different backgrounds. I just tend to have a lot of Gen Xers, people who are, done with, they want to level up the second half of their life. So I'm talking a lot to them, but I'm also talking sometimes to stay-at-home moms or, things like that. It doesn't have to always be your exact audience. So, and then we're going to save that. And so now you can see your email, your sequence is starting to be set up. So I'm not going to go through with you anymore because that would you guys get the picture, I think, at this point of how to do this, right? So you're just going to keep adding in emails and use ChatGPT and ask it to give you more. You could say like, I really like email number 3. Give me more of those like that, but add in, something different. Add in to some pain points, add in, I said, can you give me 4 more like this? So on this is the document that is below. You're going to see this. There is, I have 7 emails for you. So you can use these verbatim if you want to. Although if you're not promoting Digital Wealth Academy, obviously don't use that. But you'll tweak it to your details, but I have 7 of them in there for you to use. And then the ChatGPT prompt at the top here. So, okay, so that is all. I think that kind of covers it. And then you're going to activate the automation. So once you have, I would say, at least 5 to 7 emails, you want them getting dripped on, every day for 7 days. Activate that automation. Okay, now your automation is activated and you can see it down here. Okay, and we're gonna, when you click on, let's see, when you click on the sequence, like right here is the sequence, you click on these 3 dots, you can see, view details. Oh wait, no, that's not it. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's it. And you'll see the data right here of what it pulls up. Okay. So that is going to get you started. Use ChatGPT. If you've never used ChatGPT, become friends with ChatGPT because it will be your virtual assistant. I literally use it for everything. I went and looked up like something about travel the other day. I've looked up things on how to do things online. So become familiar with how to use it and how to tweak it to what you want it to say. So I'm going to open it up for questions. I'm going to take myself off of sharing. Any questions at this point? You'll have to unmute yourself if you want to ask a question, but I'm happy to help you, give you more info. Was that helpful? I'm going to do a training on, I'll do another training on how to do broadcast emails and what you can include in your broadcast emails. Those are the like newsletter type emails. I send broadcast emails out like at least a few times a week. I will sit down, one day a week and schedule them out for the week. So you can schedule them to go out at certain days and times on your broadcasts. So you're welcome, Deidre. So I'll do a training on that and we'll jump in more on like how to put videos in your, like how to add videos into your email automations, because videos are super cool. And if you can add videos of yourself, it really helps to connect people to you and, hear your voice and, see that you're a real person that really wants to help them. You're not some scammer or Joe Schmo out there who just wants to collect their money, but you actually want to help them. So I'll be doing